What's up, Libras? What's going on? I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope you had okay May up until this point. Um, this is going to be your June general reading, okay? Perfect for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in the Libra family. Now, okay. Last month, I remember I had to have a talk with us because we just weren't vibrating on the right channel that we needed to get the right results. Remember, I even used the analogy about Beyonce and wanting to watch the Beyonce HBO special, but you're on Showtime, and it's like, how are you going to watch Beyonce HBO when you're on Showtime kind of thing? Like, don't be mad because you're not vibrating at the frequency that you need to. You're not on the right channel kind of thing, right? Now, I've already pulled our cards, okay? Now, with this, we've got 4 major arcana, including the one on the bottom of the deck, which is the Chariot. So, lets me know that we are successfully moving forward, right? We are finding our balance with those 2 Sphinxes. Also lets me know that this could all be wrapped around a Cancer. You know. But it's interesting because, so I've done, this is the 5th reading for this month. And I feel like each sign has had 4 major arcanas, or like 4 has really been a number that stood out, right? In each reading. So for whatever reason, this is a time that we are all definitely in our own kind of way trying to set our foundations, trying to structure our lives, right? Whether it's work, love, family, health, all that stuff, right? Now, let's start. Okay, so opening up, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, he's a messenger. This is the earth energy, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? This is an energy, this is an explorer. This is someone who wants to learn about their world. All the pages, their job is to learn about the world pertaining to their suit, right? So with Pentacles, we're talking about money, career, we're talking about family, we're talking about all things tangible in the world, all material things, things that you can label, things you can name out. This could even be relationships. Now, I say relationships because what's crossing that is 6 of Cups. So for some of you, you're trying to explore the option of this 6 of Cups energy, which could be a past love. This is a very nostalgic energy, right? This can be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This can be someone that you don't know really, but you know of them, because it does speak about people from the past, but it doesn't necessarily have to be someone you were romantically involved with. But also, this is a soulmate card. I feel like a lot of Libras at this time are kind of trying to, find that balance and build something very stable with someone. This could be someone that you already share a family with, or someone that you want to have a family with. Again, this could be someone from the past. I'm really getting Cancer, and I don't know if it's just this Chariot card that's making me think of it. Or just the fact that it's a 6 of Cups, and 6 of Cups to me is a very nostalgic energy, and to me, Cancer sign is very much that sign that like treasures like all things nostalgia. Like I was just talking to my best friend yesterday, and he was in the Hot Topic store, and he's sending me pictures of all these little, I don't know what they're called, like almost bobbleheads, but they're not, but of the cartoon Doug. So they had like Patty Mayonnaise and Quail Man and Doug and all this stuff. And I was like, oh shit. But like he loves stuff like that, right? He's very nostalgic in his nature. He's a Cancer. And I understand that. I'm a Cancer rising. So I do feel like many of you guys are trying to, for some of you, it's you guys are trying to build this relationship with someone who could be from your past, or someone that you have a family with, someone that makes you feel really balanced. Others of you, I feel like this is a time that you are really trying to get you're trying to be very methodical and planning for your future type thing for your family, right? So you could be getting messages from other people about jobs. You could be hearing about other jobs that you're interested in. You could be, trying to explore something new as far as work that maybe you feel more aligned with this Six of Cups energy. But definitely there's something that Libras are working on right now, and you're doing it nice and slow as to not fuck up details, right? And this is something that is important to you in a love situation or your work. But whatever it is, it's stability. And it's something that you feel very connected to, right? Again, this can be soulmate energy. Now, we've got the Queen of Cups, which the Queen of Cups, whenever I see her, it's always a reminder to me that I need to delve a little bit deeper into my intuition. I actually need to listen. This woman, she's very loving, very intuitive. She's like that mom that gives everybody big ass hugs to where you can't even breathe. And, she loves her animals and she's worried about everybody. She's like that mother that kind of does it all for everybody. But really, this month is going to be important in terms of using your intuition and trusting it, right? For Libras, we are pretty intuitive, even though we are air signs, swords, right? And very logical. The fact that Libras are very good at looking at different perspectives, we're able to do that because not only does that insight come from a logical place, it comes from a place from the heart, right? It comes from the feelings. It's like we're always mindful of other people and how they feel and what this looks like to them, because you don't want to, ruffle any feathers type thing. So there is very much like Libras, a lot of Libras I meet, and myself included, definitely have that going for them. So this is going to be a month where you want to really honor that and be listening to your intuition, because it's going to guide you. Also, keep in mind, Queen of Cups, it's the only cup sign where she actually has a lid over her cup, right? So she knows when and where is appropriate to use that power. She knows when and where, is important to flex that emotional muscle and flex that intuitive muscle. And so that's something to really be mindful this month, okay? Yeah. Because it looks like what you're trying to do is have this new spark, right? So Ace of Wands is like this new spark of creation. It's like lighting the flame, right? This can be with career. This can be with a new relationship. This, we've got this phallic-like object. Aces or wands are very, like, they speak to sexual things too. But whatever it is, I feel like there's something that Libras are trying to create that they're very passionate about, right? And it's like you're working on getting this started. Aces are always the beginning. So we know that we're on the cusp of some really cool shit whenever we see an ace, right? And it's like the universe gifting us this spark so that we can move forward. So I really do feel like that's what's happening here. Now, the way it's lined up with this Queen of Cups on top, and then this Six of Cups, and Page of Pentacles, and then this Ace of Wands, it really feels like you guys are, this month, really being mindful of using your intuition to make this decision, to make this pop off, right? It's not a matter of logic per se, like normal. It's going to take a little bit more feeling. And it's interesting, right now, Cancer is in Venus, or Venus is in Cancer. Cancer and Venus. I say that wrong? Venus is in Cancer. Venus is in Cancer. And so Venus is our ruling planet, right? And Cancer is ruled by the moon. It's very emotional. It's a very emotional sign, very emotional. So if you Libras are really in your feels this month, especially up until the 13th of June, because that's when Venus will move into Leo. That's something to be mindful of, but that's something also to really hone that power of that intuitive, watery moon energy, right? So in the past, I see that trying to harvest new things, trying to make things happen here on Earth. The Empress, she can make all things happen like at the snap of her finger. She knows she can, right? So this is like the Magician and the High Priestess. If they had an Earth baby, this is her. It's interesting that we got the Queen of Cups and then we also get her, because the Queen of Cups, like I said, really speaks to intuition a lot. And it's funny that I'm saying, okay, the Empress is like the Earth baby of the High Priestess and the Magician, because the High Priestess, what sets the High Priestess and the Empress apart, because they're both goddesses, right? But you've got one that's a goddess like on a spiritual plane. You've got one that's a goddess on the earthly plane, but she can still, kind of tap in. The difference is, like with the High Priestess, we have to keep in mind when we're getting these little cues of intuition, she's not fucking human. So it just reminds me, I saw some meme where basically like it was showing like basically your spirit guides being frustrated with you because you're just not listening, right? And of course there's no High Priestess here, but I really feel that with that Queen of Cups and that Empress energy. It's almost like that energy of, like the High Priestess, she's not human. So she lacks sometimes telling us things or giving us signs in ways that we can take it without it feeling too heavy, right? Like if you look at the High Priestess card in the original depiction, she just kind of looks stone-faced and she's like, what? I already told you what to do. You're not listening. She doesn't have that human connection where she can kind of, feel the pain and nurture you the way the Empress does. So the Empress is the nurturer. She is literally like the queen of all queens. She makes things happen. She knows whatever she wants to build, whatever she wants to create, she knows how to do that, right? And she stands in her power and she stays in her grace. Ruled by Venus. So this can be a Libra or a Taurus. Mostly it's people think of Taurus, but I think of both just because she is ruled by Venus and both signs are ruled by Venus. But she's able to create whatever the hell she wants here on Earth, right? And she nurtures everybody. She's like the mother of all mothers. And she could be pregnant. So if some of you guys have recently found out that you're pregnant, it would make sense too, because if you're looking at it the way I am, it would be like pregnancy. Now you're trying to, get your ducks all in a row so that you can have enough for this new family that's coming about. If that's you. Again, others of you, I feel like you guys are trying to connect and make something solid with someone that you feel is a soulmate or someone from the past. That sort of thing. But, Libras have really, over the last few months, been really trying to work on shit because honestly, the last couple years have been tough. Like, tough. And really trying to find the balance. And I think that this Empress is really good. This is a great energy that's flowing through you, okay? So, in the future, I'm a little concerned, but we'll look into it more. I'm going to pull clarifiers, but there's the Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles, again, Pentacles, it's all about earthly material things, money, health, whatever's tangible, even relationships, right? But you see, this person's like holding on for dear life for every one of them coins. So for those of you especially who are dealing with someone from the past, I do feel like the month of June, you're going to kind of be keeping your emotions and things to yourself as a way to protect yourself, right? It's like, if this is if you are that person who's trying to build something with a past person, or, you know, with a person anyways, if this is love, it's like whatever's going on, it's forcing you to slowly, like, I feel like you're down for the build, kinda, but you're a little apprehensive. And you would like to move slower in this kind of pentacle energy, almost like you don't fully trust it. I'm going to clarify that because that's what I'm getting. And I get that too because your hopes and fears, you've got the Queen of Swords, which is our energy. This is, you know, a very direct woman. She's not playing. She's not accepting any lies. She can smell your bullshit from miles away, and she will call you on it. She has her sword in the air, her sword of clarity, her sword of truth pointed straight up, because straight up, that's all she's accepting, right? So I do feel like there is communication that you're waiting for, wanting, but also stressing about a little bit. And in the meantime, that's what's got you kind of having this Four of Pentacles energy. It's almost like you don't want to give too much because I feel like there's still clarity that needs to be had about what is actually going on. Okay? And then above that Queen of Swords, we've got the Lovers, which is beautiful. So this is a Gemini card, but really, I mean, the Lovers is just love and harmony. This is you finding your person. This is soulmate. The way I'm looking at it, I see 2 soulmate cards. So you can be dealing with someone who's very, 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 very instrumental and important to you as far as love, like your soulmate, someone that you really see a lot of potential with, someone that you feel equally yoked with, someone that balances you, and someone, most importantly, that you feel like you can be vulnerable with, right? Because these lovers, they have no clothes on, but they also have no shame. They're not trying to hide it or do any of that. They're just exposed, and, you know, the angel is blessing their union, right? So it's funny. This Four of Pentacles is surrounded by the Six of Cups and the Lovers on the other side. I do feel like a lot of you guys are dealing with a soulmate connection, or at least a really strong, if it's not a forever thing, it's a long-term thing. But you are apprehensive, and I'm going to clarify that. There is something you're holding back, and I really do feel like because this Lover sits across this Queen of Swords, I feel like it's like there's clarity that needs to be had, and you'd be down to totally dive all the way in, but you're like, but hold on, because I just don't know about you. You're not being clear enough for me, right? That's what it feels like. And, you know, also I think that a lot of Libras right now are kind of holding back their feelings, or, you know, even finances, like just really keeping things that are important to them tight because there was a Tower moment. Now I feel like this is something that happened already, but I feel like it's something that you still think about. It's like whatever this thing was, whatever that shook down, it's like that's still on your brain, as in Towers, we know, always pop up when the universe has to force us, right? The universe has to force us to do some shit because we're just not doing it. By the time we've gotten Tower, we've gotten so many signs. We've gotten the Devil. We've gotten all type of shit. And we just like keep repeating these cycles, or keep having to, you know, practice going over these cycles. And so the Tower is just like, okay, whatever. She thinks I'm playing with her. So let me snatch this, right? I do feel like there was a Tower moment but I do feel like it's in the past. I don't feel like it's a present thing. It could be recent past. I don't know. But it just feels like it's something that's more in your headspace of what you're thinking about, which is causing you to kind of move forward with this energy rather than something that is fresh or about to happen. Now, despite the Tower card, to end out your reading, you still have the Page of Cups, which is beautiful. That is a love offer. And it could be with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But really, it's you know, this young page, he has a loving message. He might be like a little, you know, he's like a little poet. He's a very happy, kind person. It's a very happy, kind personality. It's young. It's fresh. So to me, this is, you know, it could be with your past. Again, still this Six of Cups, or this Page of Cups, could have to do with this Six of Cups person. Which, hell yeah, it is. It is. But whatever has happened, whatever this tower situation is, I feel like it was the type of tower that. So my personal belief is towers aren't always bad. In fact, they're not bad at all. Now they feel pretty shitty sometimes when you're in them because it's a radical change that you're not expecting. You're just kind of like, oh, what happened? You know, it's like being in an earthquake. But the thing about towers are they shake shit up so that all the things that are faulty in the first place are going to fall apart. So with this tower, whatever this thing is that hit, and I will clarify it, I do feel like it shook things down to where all the whatever debris, is, kind of goes away and kind of settles so that this love is properly able to be offered. And I feel like that's when you feel like you're going to get your clarity with this Queen of Swords. Yeah. I'm going to clarify some cards. I got a new deck. It's beautiful. My best friend got it for me for Mother's Day, and I'm like really stoked to use it. So I'm going to use it to clarify some things. First I want to see what the Six of Cups is about. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. That's funny. So basically, yeah. So I do feel like this is something. Okay. With the Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, I do feel like there's something that you've really been trying to start. I do feel like it's a relationship thing. A lot of you, I do feel like money and love are really the main focus. Really take these messages as it resonates because I'm getting both. And if I, but bottom line, whether this, it comes down to a love situation or whatever, you are in the place right now of trying to build your stability, trying to move forward, trying to, and do it methodically and slowly as to not get hurt, right? This is really a time where, where you're really taking your time. And also I feel like the other person could be really taking their time. They could be a little slow to movement. With this Knight of Pentacles kind of clarifying the Six of Cups, as in they're looking at you and they're really trying to take their time too and make sure that they're making all the right decisions and doing good by you. It feels like that. Now, I want to clarify. Okay, the Empress flew right out. With the Empress, we got the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, so in the past, you guys were definitely trying to build your foundations. Now, Ten of Pentacles represents being abundant in all ways. Money, love, relationships, friendships, family. It's just all around abundance, right? And I do feel like you guys are really trying to set that up in the past. And I do feel like you're in a situation or dealing with a person that really made you feel stable and secure and abundant in that way. And I do feel like it's this is like that same person. So even though now there's a sense of you guys kind of holding back and taking your time, this is something that you guys really see a future with. And this is, that represents a cycle that was closing out to open up a new one, right? Let's look at this Four of Pentacles. Ooh, the Sun. Four of Pentacles with the Sun. So, you could be dealing with the Leo, right? If we're going to put a person on it. Sun card talks about success, moving forward, happiness. It talks about things being illuminated. So, in this case, whatever it is, this tower that I'm going to clarify, whatever this is, this tower that hit, I feel like it's secrets, right? I feel like there was more information that you discovered, maybe you weren't privy to before, right? And so, the Sun represents that you are going to be getting that light shone on it, so that you don't have to stay here in this Four of Pentacles. The thing is, you're in this Four of Pentacles energy and you're keeping to yourself because you don't know what's going on. I feel like a number of Libras right now kind of feel left in the dark, especially if this is a romantic situation. But I do see in the future that a lot of light will be shed on the situation, which will then allow you to kind of open up and not hold on to those pentacles so tightly. I mean, you might still want to be a little apprehensive, especially if you're just, you know, careful of things that have happened in the past type thing. But yeah, I really feel like, whatever this tower is going to shake shit up to make it cute again, right? So it's really okay. And you're going to get your justice, because look at the bottom of the deck right now. We've got Most Def with the Justice card. That's a Libra card. Okay. So I do feel like there will be justice in the situation that will allow you to open up so that, you know, you can move forward, because there's total soulmate energy here with this Lovers and Six of Cups and even the Page of Cups. I mean, you've got a lot of cups. You got a lot of love. Let's look at this Lovers. With the Lovers, we got the Empress. 2 Empresses, right? 2 Empresses. So this is someone you want to start a family with. This is someone that you could really see a future with. This is someone that you really want to like build foundations with and like go the full mile with. This is someone that you just look at them and you're just like, God damn, you are everything, right? This person totally floats your boat. This person totally has your back. This person totally supports you in all ways. This person nurtures you. This person, you know, there's a give and take. There's a flow. They're very loving, very nurturing. They might be, you know, a good mother or father material. But, and again, remember, Empress is ruled by Venus. This person loves you too. Okay? This is total soulmate shit. I want to see what this Tower was. Knight of Cups. So, I'll pull one more. Three of Wands. Okay, so this Tower could be about and then I see it over the Lovers. You know, the Lovers can also talk about, it can also talk about having to make a decision, but it's interesting. So we've got the Knight of Cups clarifying the Tower with the Three of Wands, right? And then at the bottom of the deck, you've got that Moon card, right? So this can be a Pisces, this can be a Cancer, this could be a Scorpio, this could be really any water sign, but Moon always, you know, it talks about secrets, things coming out. And with this, I feel like, it's a possibility that the person that you were involved with, especially if it's a water sign, because remember, I'm getting water signs all over the place, especially if it's a Cancer, there could have been some things that they've been keeping from you that were kind of preventing you from moving forward. You know, it's like, I feel like you were at this Three of Wands place where you were ready, like you made the decision, like you were like, fuck it, let's do it, just waiting for your ships to sail in. But there was a pause, there was a delay, something went wrong with this love offer because shit hit the fan. And I do feel like it's surrounded around secrets. Yeah. Look, under that, Nine of Swords. So this is someone who's just like, or I'm sorry, Eight of Swords. This is someone who's stuck, right? So there could have been a decision that needed to be made. And again, I told you that the Lovers also talks about decisions sometimes. And all these cards are placed right above the Lovers. So for a number of you, I feel like the Tower that hit is maybe this person that you're dealing with. It could be that there's a few people, somebody's getting more attention than the other one. You know, I feel like there was a decision that needed to be made. A decision that needed to be made. And almost with this Three of Wands energy, it's like you were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for them to make it, and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And they're just standing here looking at you crazy like Winona is right now. You know what I mean? You're just like, what the fuck? Like, okay, like we're clearly meant to be. So what are you playing for type of thing? And I feel like that impatience of this decision could be where that Tower came in. Could be why you are that Four of Pentacles energy where you're just like, you know what, I'm just going to keep my feelings to myself because you clearly don't even know what you want. It's crazy, but I'm going to just do me. I'm going to focus on my coins. Okay. I'm going to focus on, building my empire. I'm going to focus on being the same person I've been being because, I mean, you obviously got some things to think about, right? It's kind of that energy. But then it ends with the Page of Cups. It ends with a love offer. I want to do a clarifier on that, and then we'll be done. This is getting long. Page of Cups. What? Shut the fuck up. Page of Cups, Page of Cups. You're getting a love offer. You're getting a love offer. Judgment. Yes, this can definitely be someone in the past. We got Kurt Cobain on the Judgment card. This could definitely be someone from the past. This could definitely be you trying to revive an old relationship. This can also be you feeling like people are judging you in this situation, right? Yeah. I do feel like there's going to be a love offer no matter what, especially towards the end of the month. I do feel like the middle of the month or, most of the month is really just going to be about you kind of, building up whatever you have to do as far as finances and stuff, because it's almost like, okay, well, why they figure that out, I can't be caught up in their thing. I can't go up that tree with them. So I'm just going to focus on my coin. I'm going to focus on building my little empire. I'm going to focus on, my family. And, once they figure that out, they can holla at me. And if I'm still available or interested, then fine. But it's just really, this is a soulmate for a lot of you. I mean, my God, we've got 2 pages of cups. We've got the lovers. We've got 2 empress. We've got the 6 of cups. Soulmate, like everywhere. Passionate new beginnings. This is a beautiful month. I don't know that it's going to feel so cute for a minute. I don't know that, I'm not going to sit here and say that the whole month is going to feel great, because I really feel like you guys are, I don't feel like it's going to be bad, but I feel like you guys are just going to be really, the focus is just going to be on you, which is good. Libras need to learn how to focus on them a little bit more rather than focusing on everybody else. But I definitely do feel like there is this lingering thought of, something gone bad, something being found out, that sun card coming and illuminating things. I definitely feel like that. And remember, we had Erykah Badu pop up at the bottom of the deck when I pulled that Knight of Cups and that 3 of Wands. So much of the month, I'm not going to lie to you, it may feel frustrating at first, but you will get that offer, or you will get that communication from this person that you are hoping to get it from, especially if they're a water sign. There's so much water here, and especially if they are a Cancer. Yeah. So, that's the reading, y'all, for June. And, let me know how it goes. Hang in there. And I hope it helps you guys. I'll see you next month. Bye.